Here we are. Um, Time for a little sit down and to share some information with friends and family. It's everybody who's tuning in. Um, so it's kind of nice. I'm just talking to everybody I know. So a couple weeks ago, came across some information. Um, there's a doctor, William Davis is his name. He wrote a book years ago called Wheat Belly, and he exposed the modern strains of wheat and how different it is from the wheat that our parents and grandparents grew up with. And it was a very interesting book. He's a very smart guy, lots of research, and and I don't know. I guess they're about a year ago. So the information's been out there, but it just found me, and I pursued it. I looked into it, but it has to do with the gut biome, and the gut biome is very integral, very key to our health, and um, so there's a strain that's called Lactobacillus reuteri, Reuteri, reuteri. Um, and this strain is absent in about, he says, 95% of the general population. And we lose the strain, either we didn't get it at birth, um, but mostly lifestyle, rounds of antibiotics, surgeries, you name it, food assaults, additives, all of the stresses um, that we live through. The strain is not present. So what this strain does is it releases the hormone oxytocin. Oxytocin is the love hormone. You feel, or empathy. Um, you're in love. You feel good, and so um, and it'll populate the entire GI tract from top to bottom. A lot of critters reside in the colon, but this guy's will populate all the way out throughout. It's been attributed to a lot of help in a lot of digestive issues, and so they recommend, or they talk about. So some of the benefits are wound healing, um, better sleep, the release of oxytocin, the dermal collagen. So as us old farts get up in years, the skin thins, um, and the wrinkles set in because we're not producing the dermal collagen. So this triggers that, um, which is all good, right? So he describes that you can produce it. There's a product, gastrus, it's called, and if you just YouTube L. reuteri, Dr. William Davis, YouTube, it'll come up, and there's descriptions on how to make it. So it's, you buy a product, it's tablets, and then you take some ultra pasteurized half and half, because basically that's a sterile medium. And he says we all need good fats, right? So and it makes a really rich, creamy yogurt. It's technically not a yogurt because yogurt has a definition in the FDA and food industry, right? That it's got to contain certain lactobacillus strains in order to call it a yogurt, but it's just like a yogurt. In fact, what startled me is he says commercial yogurts are only um, cultured for 5 to 6 hours. And he says the magical thing with bacteria is that there's a doubling every 3 hours. So he cultures it for 36 hours, and it needs to be at 100 degrees. So I've been making it, and I'm still working out the details, trying to figure out. I'm using an old, or not an old, but I'm using a crock pot, and I have a commercial digital thermostat that I've got probed inside, and it's in a water bath. Um, and I still haven't been able to produce a consistent product, and I'm just figuring it out right now. And it's the temperature. I need to keep, in order to maintain 100 inside the cup. Um, I need to keep it 101, 102 on the outside. So it's looking much better, and I'll know tonight. On my, this is like my seventh batch, but it tastes fabulous. It's delicious. Um, and then you use it like a sourdough starter. So you only use these tablets once, and then you take 2 tablespoons to make the next quart. Um, and it's really simple to do, and I'm enjoying it. And so I feel like I needed to share this with everybody out there. Look into it. Um, I think we all would benefit, right? Um, I feel like I am sleeping better. I go right back to sleep. I get up, but and I feel like I'm less of that through the night. So I'm feeling better. Oh, and the strength. He says that's right. The strength, his strength came back. He says that we lose our strength, our muscle mass, and our muscle strength as we get old. And he said his within 3 weeks, he said his strength returned like he was a younger guy. So here we go with so many benefits. So that's the path I'm venturing down now, and I'll report more down the road. And I hope you all look into it and attempt to make some and try it. Okay, um, that's it for now. I'll post this and see you again.